American baseball, gaming lifestyle, all you need to know. See Hendo.
All right, man. So it's been a while.
Yeah, been a minute.
But, just before we get started on everything, man, obviously the big news came out. Juan Soto. That was a big contract, the biggest in MLB history. During your time of playing, did you ever think that any player would be able to see that much money? Because that's insane.
It's insane. I mean, the trend is always going up. And, you've seen when those guys started to get that 300 million and then, the 400 with Trout and then Miltani's goes to 700. I mean, do you think in maybe 5-10 years somebody's going to touch $1 billion? Like, do you think that's a possibility? I mean, it shows the health of the game. If the owners are able to spend that much money, I think it shows the health of the game, and it's been fruitful. So I'm happy for the players. So, obviously you always say, like, if you played in certain generations, I played in a good generation. I played in a good era. Yeah.
So, you being an O's guy, I just got to talk about that team, man. Young team. I feel like they're gonna break through eventually, right? Just seeing the progression of Gunnar, Adley, they got the OG like Cedric there, just certain guys. Can you talk about that team and what you see in the potential of this young team? Because you once played for a up-and-coming Baltimore team as well, right? And you know what it takes, and you've been through the stepping stones. But just looking at this team with the stars that they have and the potential, what do you see?
I mean, they're studs, obviously. They're all-stars, silver sluggers. I mean, and put themselves in MVP categories. So as a fan, it's extremely fun to watch. Just on a daily basis, how they go about their business, how they play the game. They play hard, they play exciting. I would love to have Gunnar hitting ahead of me. He would have made sure I had even more RBIs because the way he runs the bases with athleticism. And it's fun. Obviously they're in a tough division with the Yankees and the Red Sox, who no matter what, they just have big pockets, but they always got some big pockets. And I think it's going to be important to the fan base what happens this offseason. I think with a lot of promises Mr. Rubenstein is made in terms of saying, he wants to build a competitive team, spend some money. I think this is the perfect time. There's a lot of really good free agents, and I think the fan base is wants that, and they also just want to improve their team. And again, I look at both sides as a fan. You really, really want to see them go through, and you want to see them beat the evil empire up north. And then as a person who was in the organization, you still want to see them beat the team up north. So it's fun. That's why we're here. That's why it's exciting. That's why you got a long season, and let's just see what they do in 2025.
Cool. 2 more questions, man. So, last year during the minor league All-Star game, one thing that I loved is, especially being black, saw a lot of young black players, Cam Collier, the list goes on, just the players that were there, Johnson, et cetera. For you in baseball, it was like a handful, right? Yeah. But now it seems that we're making progress. Can you talk about that and knowing that you can go to almost every MLB team and there's at least a black player on the team, right? And more importantly, these guys are coming in as studs and they're younger and they're getting younger.
Well, I mean, obviously the youth is definitely getting better. That's just proven. But getting to the major leagues is a different task. That's a different thing. Obviously, the numbers aren't that high in the major leagues. They've been going down. It's hard to get to the major leagues, man. It's very, very difficult. So what we're doing is through MLB, they're continuing doing the breakthrough programs, different programs to promote the game in inner cities. And I think they've been doing a really good job. You look at the draft the last 4 or 5 years, it's gotten heavily picked with some African Americans, and it just shows that the talent pool and the opportunity is being created for them. And, they're running with the chance.
Love it. Last question. So I never asked you this. Ironically, I had to go back and think about it. I never asked you this. If you did your Mount Rushmore, 4 outfielders.
4 outfielders.
I'm going to do about you being an outfielder. If you put 4 outfielders on your Mount Rushmore, I think I kind of got a clue who are 2 of those guys, but we're going to see if I was correct on that. Who would be the 4?
Well, it'd be obviously Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey, Andrew Jones, Tony Gwynn.
That was too easy. Well,
that list could go so many different ways. You can add Willie Mays on that list. You can add, but I didn't see Willie play. I just seen his numbers. These are guys that I've seen play. And you can't go wrong either way. Some people could put Vladimir Guerrero on there. Torrey Hunter could be on there. Ichiro could be on there. The list can go on. Dave Parker just got to the Hall of Fame. He can be on there. Shout out to Dave Parker. You know what I'm saying? So Roberto Clemente. The list goes on and on, depending on era, the teams that you liked. To me, Steve Finley is one of my favorite players. And I told him that, and he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, skinny, scrawny me was yeah, I loved you, bro." So just depends on what the era of when you adapted to the game.
Love it, man. Well, enjoy that golfing. I know you're out there doing your thing. In the Jordan golf shoes, of course, as usual. Appreciate your time. You know we're gonna be talking again, brother. Appreciate you.
Anytime.
All right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I appreciate y'all watching my content. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Check out the next video. Peace.